Hello everybody, Mark, aka The Nerdy Punk, back again tonight for a new video. Man, it's been a while since I made a video. It has been quite a busy November for me. I hope the month has been going well for you. I haven't checked in with you guys since Halloween weekend. It's been a while. So it's very chilly right now. We got kind of smacked in the face with winter here in mid-November, but I hope you all are staying warm and gearing up for Thanksgiving weekend next weekend. That is approaching very quickly. It's kind of crazy to think about. Anyway, tonight I'm at the movie theater, and I'm getting ready to go see a new film called The Menu, and it just released to wide audiences this weekend. I know some people had the opportunity to see it at some, festivals. I remember seeing some reviews of this movie, a month ago or so, but, of course, I didn't have the opportunity to do that, so I'm finally getting a chance to see this, this weekend. And it's kind of it's that last weekend before Oscar season really kind of kicks in. And I'm looking forward to Oscar season this year and getting to see a lot of the Oscar movies and covering them on this channel. So definitely stay tuned throughout the next couple months for some Oscar movies. I'm really excited for that. But this one definitely probably not going to be in that conversation. Nonetheless, still excited for this movie. The trailers for this film really kind of felt like, to me at least, they felt like a Blumhouse trailer. And that's not anything bad necessarily. There's a lot of Blumhouse movies that I like. But even though this one's not done by Blumhouse, this is a Searchlight Pictures movie. It just kind of gave me that vibe for whatever reason. I don't know if I'm alone on that, but it kind of tempered my expectations a little bit. But then I heard some people's thoughts on the movie, and I've heard nothing but pretty good things about this. Maybe not the best movie ever made, but, a solid one, definitely. It's kind of in the horror comedy realm. It stars Anya Taylor-Joy. I think I always get this guy's name wrong. Ralph Fiennes, I think is how you pronounce his name. The guy who was in the latter two James Bond movies, who played M. He is, and a bunch of other things as well. I think he's in the Kingsman movies. I haven't seen those, but I think he's one of the stars of those. Really good actor in everything that I've seen him in, so I'm excited to see that. There's some other actors and actresses. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now, but I've heard pretty good things. So let's head into the theater. I'm going to check out The Menu, and I'll be back with some thoughts.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, so just left the theater from seeing The Menu, and I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was good. I don't think it was necessarily, one of the best movies I've ever seen, but it was definitely a solid film. It definitely rides that line of horror comedy very well. It doesn't feel completely over the top and ridiculous, to the point where it's so bad it's good territory. No, this was just a really well done movie that has some funny moments, has some tense moments, and overall finds a really nice balance. The movie is essentially a satire of kind of food culture. You follow a bunch of people, I think it was about a dozen people, who are going to this special tasting menu that you can only get to on this island, and it costs over $1,000 each just for this one meal. And, that type of really, pretentious food snob critic type things, where you go to a restaurant and the plate looks less like a meal and more like a painting, that type of thing. But the one really great thing about this movie is that it works as a satire not just of food culture, it works as a satire of pretty much any art form. The way that we react to and associate with art, whether it be food or me, myself, because this is my background, I was thinking of movie culture all the time. The whole film bro culture, I feel was heavily there. The people who get super duper pretentious about movies, I felt I related a little bit too much to parts of it. The guy who's the fanboy character of the show or of the movie, I kind of related to him just a little bit. I don't go to that level, hopefully, but some of the things that he said during the beginning of the film especially, I'm oh shit, that's me with movies. Kind of the little bit of the snobbish nature, and then you have Anya Taylor-Joy's character, who represents the outsider's view on the whole thing, because she's not even supposed to be there, without revealing anything. She's kind of, this has been sprung upon her by one of the characters in the movie. She wasn't originally part of the whole meal, so she wasn't supposed to be part of the thing. Without trying to give away details, you can get all this in the trailers. Anyway, so she wasn't like a big into this foodie stuff, you know, she's not like super phenomenally wealthy like all these other people are. And, you know, so you get her perspective. She kind of represents the casual audience that's watching this movie. I really feel like a lot of this is an analogy for movies, and not only how we make movies, but how audiences react to movies, right? Whether it be general audiences, critics, fanboys like myself, you know, the film bro community type world, all of that, just kind of, it's all there and prevalent. And I really enjoyed that part of the movie. There's also some elements of like classism and stuff like that in there, and how we treat each other just in general in society, that I really liked. I don't really know the grade on this. I'm kind of sitting back and thinking about it. I'm going to have to digest it for a little bit. I think I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. I think it was really solid. There were some things that held it back, but it was really, really good. And I think it's a movie that hopefully general audiences will understand is a satire and kind of pick up on what it's going for here. So anyway, I am freezing, so I'm going to head home. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Definitely stay tuned for some more videos down the road. Next week is Black Friday, so I'll have at least 1 or 2 videos about some Black Friday shopping and stuff like that. And of course, Oscar season is right around the corner, so definitely stay tuned and have an amazing weekend, guys. See ya.